in getting sales, right? As you know, apart from having an attractive price, you also need to have an attractive seller score. Okay, so having an attractive seller score goes a long way. If you've attended the basic training, you know that your seller score is very crucial, and it's contributed by two things. It's contributed by quality returns that you've been getting, and it's also contributed by the number of cancelled orders you have. And if you want to build a good seller score, of course, as you know, you need to avoid cancelling your orders, and you need to also make sure that you source your products from genuine suppliers so that you avoid getting returns from your customers as often. Okay. So yeah, so those are the three things that contribute to top viewed. Okay, so having known that there are two types of data, top selling and top viewed, now how does this whole process go? So with Market Insights, it's a very simple service, and this is how the form looks like. Let me just click on it. I'm sure some of you or most of you have already come across the form. It's usually sent to you on email. It's even available on the vendor hub. So it's a very simple form. You just fill in your details, e.g. your email, your name, your number, and then of course you need to let us know how many products you have. We always do counter check what you've stated if it's true, and then you continue and select the type of data you're interested in. So please note, you have the option of selecting all categories. I mean, both categories, right, of data. So if you can say, I want both. I want both data sets. I want both the top selling, and I also want to buy. I also want the top viewed as well. Okay. And for that, the cost is 2,400 shillings. And yeah, this is a very popular choice among sellers because you get everything. You get to know the top selling items for all categories, and you also get to know the top viewed items again for all categories. So you have a wider view of the kind of products that are doing well in all categories, right? So that you know, can I invest my time and money in maybe the beauty category, what is doing well? Can I invest my time in baby, kids and toys, what is doing well there? Can I invest in grocery, or can I invest in fashion? So you have a view of everything, right? So that's the selection of full data, right? And with that, the other thing that you need to know with Market Insights is that it does have terms and conditions, of course. For you to qualify to purchase a data, someone's mic is on. So for you to qualify to purchase data, you need to make sure that you are an active vendor. For unfortunately or fortunately, that's one of the criteria where you can only qualify to purchase data if your account is active. When I say active, I mean you have to have a history of sales, meaning that you actually do get sales in that particular account. This is because we've seen a lot of fraudulent activities with vendors who try and buy services and using dormant accounts. So always know, every time you make a purchase, you always do a background check before confirming whether you'll get the data or not. So yeah, so that's one of the qualifications of purchasing Market Insights. Okay, so once you fill in the form, right, and selected the category you want and the data you want, you usually get a response within 48 hours. Where you'll get an email. You don't get a call. So the email that you input. Another common mistake I've seen is when you are filling in the form, some people have spelling mistakes in their emails. So please be careful, because if you've written your email wrongly, you'll end up not getting the data because there'll be an error on the email. Also, the people who have seen, they don't read their emails often, so you find that data was sent several days ago or weeks ago and they never even got to see it. So please constantly, one of the things that you also notified even in basic class, in the basic training, is you read your emails often, because a majority, actually all the communication Jumia does to sellers is via email. So it's important that you always check your email. So you get your data sent to you on email within 48 hours from the time you sent in your request. So that's basically what Market Insights is all about. So you get data of top selling or top viewed or both, and it's for as low as 800 shillings. Please note, 800 shillings is data for one subcategory. I need to explain what a subcategory and a category is. So, for example, if you go to the Jumia shopping page or even your seller center, actually you guys are selling products. Same najua that what is a category, what is a subcategory. So a category is this, right? Home office, phones, computing. So no, this one that you see, I hope you can still see my screen. So, and as you can see, when I come to health and beauty, you see there is other category. This other sections is what we call subcategories. So health and beauty is a category, and then subcategory is hair care, fragrance, men's grooming. That's what we call a subcategory. Okay. Using another example, fashion, right? Fashion is a full category. Subcategory in fashion is women's fashion, men's fashion, kids fashion, and all that. So when you're filling in your data and you say you want data for 800 shillings, it means you want a subcategory. So please specify what subcategory you're interested in. But if you say you select, you want a full category, as is in the form, it means you want this full category with all its subcategories. And as you know, a full category is 1,200 shillings data, whether you selected top viewed or top selling. Okay, so yeah, so marketing is supposed to be straightforward. Another question I usually get is it a one-off? Am it a subscription? Am I be getting this monthly? So it's a one-off. It's a one-off service because data is just you're getting data for the previous period. So when you fill in this request, it means you are requesting for data once. Okay. If you'll ever need data in future again, you fill in the form again. Okay. So the payment that you're going to make or the request that you're going to fill, it's a one-off. Okay. If you'll ever need data again in future, you need to fill in another request. Okay. So yeah, so that's what Market Insights is all about. If you have any questions, just write it down in the chat section. I'll answer all of them at the end of the class so that we have an easier time going through them. So our next thing is Newsfeed. So for Newsfeed, Newsfeed is a new service. Some people know it, some people don't. But it's available on the Jumia app only. You can't see it on the website. So on the Jumia app, you'll see something like this. Let me just show you an image. You see this image? If you've ever been on the app, see you notice hapa chini kwa the menu on the app, you have home, you have categories, you have feed, account, then help. And then, so amongst the menus, let's focus on feed. So feed is now where Newsfeed, rather just as you see, feed and Newsfeed, this is where the feed is going to be put, for lack of a better word. So whenever you send in your request, it means you want to market your business on this particular section on the app. Okay, so in this particular section, as a customer, when I can be able to see vendors I am following. You notice, but there's a following feature on Jumia where customers can follow you or can follow your shop so that they get updated when you bring in new stock or you have new things, right? So if a customer has followed you, they can be able to see when you've updated stock or when you've added a new product. But when it comes to explore, customers can see what maybe if you have an offer or something. So if you have a message, right? For example, this is a good example. January savings, enjoy 15% off all categories, right? So when you're creating an ad for Newsfeed, it's supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be it's supposed to communicate with the customer. Unafaa kumwambia niko na offer on trousers, right, in my shop. Just click here to go and view my offer, or I have end month offers, or I have Madaraka offers, or new product alerts, right? Or maybe you want to let people know that you have a new product. So that can be a good avenue to do such things, right? Though you see on Instagram or any other platform, it's like an advert or a form of marketing, right? So if you want to bring attention to your shop and want people to see, maybe you have a new product or you have a sale going on, this is a good way to do it. And the good thing about Newsfeed is that it's free, right? Because you're not paying for it. And the fact that all the millions of subscribers we have will always go to will check their feed to see anything new or anything on offer, and they get to see your advert, right? So as you can see, you have free access to our customers to rather to pitch your business or to pitch maybe any offer that you have for free. So with Newsfeed, yeah, so that's the whole idea. So there are guidelines when it comes to creating an ad, okay? There are just three. So number one, the type of image you're going to share. Please note, I've seen a lot of mistakes here where people have sent me selfies. I don't know why, right? So be careful also when you're selecting the folder ya kushare, because I've gotten selfies, watu wamenitumia picha zao, watoto wao, I don't know. So be careful on what image you're going to select when you're filling in the form. Number two, a lot of people send me an image of the product. So pay attention. As you can see, when it comes to a newsfeed, it's supposed to have words as well. It's supposed to have what you call a call to action message. Okay, so don't just throw me an image of product and then that's the ad. Of course not. So assuming I do the same, I once I receive it and then I just throw it to customers. I just send them a picture of the product that you're selling. The customer will obviously ask, so what is this? What does it do? Is there any offer on it? Are you understanding? There's no message on that image. Okay, so when you want to get or when you're sharing images to be put on your ad or newsfeed, of course, don't just send an image of a product. The image should look like an ad, right? The things that you see on Instagram or Facebook or any social media platform, even on TV, when you see an image, you always see it has an image of maybe a product or someone smiling and a message. We have a new product, get this at the price of this, or check out our shop we make customized, or we have an end month offer. It's supposed to have a message. So this will need you to take time to edit, to either you can do it yourself, or if you have a friend mwenye anajua kufanya image editing anaweza kufanyia, right? It's just simple to create an app post. Okay, number two, your message should be short of 50 characters. So when you're sending me your message, let me just show you what newsfeed form looks like. So I'm sure you've seen this as well. When you want to send in your request for newsfeed, this is the form that you are going to fill in. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You fill in your email, your name, and then the other two questions: what message would you like to communicate? So unaona, for example, in this situation, the message here, alituma vitu mbili, January savings. So that's the message. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if I can maximize this. Right. So imeandikwa January savings. Alafu image imeweka hapo, enjoy 15% off on all categories. Okay, enjoy up to 15% off on our vouchers. So there are two things there. The message is January savings. So ukitumia message unataka ionekane kwa ad yako, right? It should be short, right? Something short like that. So when you're sending the message, you need to count you see, like Twitter, I don't know how many characters it allows. I don't know how many people are on Twitter, but you need to count the number of characters that are in your message. Because if you've sent me a paragraph, Think Big Limited is the best store in town. We offer the best quality suits. Visit our shop. Next time you buy next purchase will be 50% off. That's a whole paragraph, okay? And I can't put that here, okay? So as you can see, it has a limited number of words. Okay, so the message you want me to share, please make sure that you count the number of characters that can fit. Okay, then the other thing that you see here is please send the visual you wish. Now this is now the image, right? And as you can see, the guideline that is clearly stated, the size should be 660 by 330, meaning as in like image unataka kunitumia isikuwe kubwa kuliko hii size. Okay, yeah. So there are a lot of image editing websites or image editing apps. Basically what they do is kama kuna image yenye ni kubwa na imepita 660 by 330, what you do is you just upload them on those websites or apps, and then you can resize to this. Okay, yeah, so that it's not too big, because ikiwa kubwa unaona this. Basically always consider that image unanitumia ina fit in this small space, right? Mtu anaangalia kwa simu. So if it's too big, it will be blurry, and if it's too small, the words will look so square. So 660 by 330 is the ideal size if you want your image to look clean and nicely presentable. Okay, yeah, so those are the guidelines. So one, you do not share irrelevant images. Don't just share images of your product alone. Make sure that the image has maybe some of your products that you want, and then a message tagged to it. 15% off, or enjoy quality products, or enjoy quality wigs, right? A call to action. And then you say, click here to purchase, right? Also, do not put your phone number on the image. Some people have done that. Ameweka namba simu, mwingine ameniwekea location ya duka, mwingine alipiga picha ya duka. Basically, I've seen everything. So from all the errors from other vendors, I want to now bring you the truth, and that is the image should not just be a product. it should look like an ad. And you can do that by hiring someone or getting someone who's your friend who knows how to do that, or you can do it yourself. There's so many websites that you can edit images to make it look like an ad, where you show image of your products with a message tagline, right? And the number of characters for the message you want to be posted should not exceed 50 characters. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so that's what you need to know with Newsfeed. Lastly, it should show, so it should have a call to action, and the size is 660 by 330 pixels. Okay, yeah. So always keep in mind that the reason why Newsfeed is a good avenue is because it's free, like I mentioned, and you have access to millions of customers who can view your products, or rather can have access to your shop just by you putting up an ad on Newsfeed, which is and as you know, we've pushed so much that customers are now using 70% of our customers using the app now, and with the app experience, it's easier and better. It's a better experience to shop, and chances are your ad will be seen by your customers, and yeah. And secondly, with Junior Anniversary or any other campaign, not just Junior Anniversary, always take advantage. If you've been selling on Junior for long, or rather this is not your first campaign, you know out of experience, this is when you can be overwhelmed in a good way. You have a lot of orders, but then on the other hand, there's a negative side where you find other people enjoying the visibility, right, and the orders come in flow, but then other people bado hata hawajafeel effect ya campaign, right? And that happens. So if you don't want to be this kind of vendor who doesn't feel the impact, find ways to push yourself to be visible. And one of the ways is putting up your ads on Newsfeed, right? Just send in your request. Don't worry, all of you, I'll send to you the presentation, or rather I'll send you the links to Marketplaces and Newsfeed so that you are able to send in your requests, right? And now I've shown you what you're supposed to do when you're filling in the form, right? It should be simple, right? Make sure you have 50 characters and make sure that you share the right images, right? Apart from putting up your ads on Newsfeed, other ways you can improve your visibility during campaigns, this is now off topic, is joining the promotion itself, because what I always tell people in the basic class is that always assume this is a supermarket, okay? That's how a campaign looks like. For example, it's Carrefour's birthday, anniversary or something, and you find when a supermarket knows it's end month, they always put up sales. You know those carts, those sections on Ikanga sales that offer on tissues, offer on soap, offer on cups and plates, right? But then, of course, when you walk into the supermarkets, these are some of the first things that you'll see, especially if they put them at the entrance or where people are going to come in a lot. Chances are people are going to choose them or see them more, right? That's the same thing with campaigns on Jumia. When customers come to visit the website, anyone who joined the campaign, your items are the ones being pushed to the top of the pages for customers to see, right? And I'm sure, in case maybe you never understood the concept of joining a promotion versus not joining a promotion, that is the difference. People who've joined the promotion are pushed to the front of the page, right? The pages of their categories, because they're different categories that you're all in. And that's what you find when visitors or when customers come to browse and shop on the website, whenever they search for anything they want, anything that was on offer that they're looking for will be pushed amongst the first results, right? That's the concept of joining a promotion, right? Alternative ways, I'm sure if you've joined previous trainings or sponsored products, that's another way of getting visibility, right? Yeah, so there's so many ways you can get visibility on the website, right? But this is also another way, right? And it's an affordable, actually free way of joining a promotion, okay? Yeah, or rather increasing your visibility on the website. So it did, as much as we introduced it during Black Friday, it did actually do well. It helped vendors. We had 5 vendors who actually put up their news feeds, and it actually left an impact on their store. So we're hoping that this number will increase. So it's something that we have decided to invest more time in, because we saw it has a positive impact on vendors' accounts. So just take time, fill in the form. I'm the one who creates the ads for you, so it makes my work easier. And also, I realized that if you have time, when you go to the Jumia app, you'll notice there are ads existing for vendors, and you'll notice that those ones that are good quality ads and those ones that are not. And you realize it's all on the type of image you share with me, right? So you find that if you shared something that is not so well presented, it won't look as attractive compared to other people's ads. So yeah, that's why I'm insisting, if you want your ad to look presentable and to attract your customers and increase engagement, make sure that your message is short and precise, and your image not only just shows the product, but it also has a call to action message, meaning buy now, offer is going on, things like that. Okay. Yeah, so that's everything that I wanted to mention or talk about market insights and newsfeed. Yeah, so questions. Also, the questions I saw that were left by vendors when you're filling in the form to book it. So I can also, as you write down your questions, I can maybe go through some of them, some of the commonly asked questions. Okay, so with Newsfeed, one of the questions that I can see from the request is, someone says, does it really work? They've tried applying. So here's something else that you need to know. Some people send me, apply for Newsfeed, they want to put up an ad, but hauna hata products kwa duka. Okay, so that will not work because remember, when I'm creating the ad for you, apart from putting the image that you're sharing with me, the image has to be clicked. When the customer clicks on the image, it's supposed to take them to your shop on Jumia. And of course, when you take them to your shop, the shop must have things listed. Okay, so if you have sent in a request, you might find your ad is not going to be created because hauna hata products kwa duka, right? So first, at least build the foundation of for your shop, right? What kind of products, rather at least list products in your shop, so that when you're putting up the ad, when customers click on the image that will be on the ad, they're able to be taken to your Jumia shop. Okay, so that's one of the other things that I've seen come up as a problem. Okay, I'm seeing the questions that, most of the questions here, everything that I've answered. People asking me size of the banner, or rather image to be shared for Newsfeed, how Newsfeed works to increase sales, yeah, Newsfeed usage, how to use Newsfeed to grow my business, and I think that's everything that I've covered. Most of the questions were about that, and market insights as well. So I think I've mentioned everything that was asked here. So basically, just a recap, how do you use market insights to grow your sales? You can use market insights to grow your sales by applying for the data, and once you get the data, finding out what are the top selling, or it depends on the data that you've purchased, which is the top selling or which is the top viewed items, and now having that knowledge, you know what to post or what to sell on Jumia. Okay, now something that maybe that I can give as an advice is, as much as now you know what sells on Jumia, you don't just walk up to any random supplier and go buy, right? Because I've seen that mistake. We've seen that mistake a lot from sellers, falling victims of suppliers selling them bad quality products. So you find someone alikimbia akaenda kanunua products from mtu alipatana naye sijui wapi, and you find that alimuzia bad quality products, and then you find that this vendor comes to sell these items on Jumia, they all get returned, amebaki pesa zimerefundiwa to customers, amebaki na stock yenye imeshafunguliwa, bad quality haziuza tena. So you find yourself in a situation where you can't even resell your products. So be careful where you source your products. It's important that you know that, because I've seen this especially from new vendors, and I've also seen it from existing vendors who sold on Jumia for a couple of years. So out of experience, be careful where you source your product. As much as now you know ni vitu gani zinauza vizuri on the website, be careful also where you source these products. Ask around. That's always also tell vendors whenever they're in my basic training, make friends. When you go to drop off your orders at the hub, make friends, right? So that people can, you can share information. Someone will maybe let you know a good place where you can buy maybe good quality memory cards or good quality diapers, things like that. So yeah, make friends so that you're able to find reliable sources. Okay, now on to the questions. Chanat Limited has asked, what period is the data for Market Insights for? How often do you refresh the data? E.g., if I buy in June 2021, does it still apply in December 2021? That's a good question. The data is for a month. So it usually, when you send in your request today, we usually give you data for last month. So for example, for June, we're going to give you data for performance in May. Okay, yeah, so the period is for a month, right? So what sold, what were the top sellers, or what are the top viewed items as of May 2021? Okay, same thing. Now in July, we'll send you June's data. And please note, this is not at the items that abruptly did well in the month of May, right? Because this is something in imeka for long. So meaning, as much as you still see it in May's data, it means that historically, bado imekwanga amongst the top sellers. Please, items don't just wake up one day. Mtu hawezi kuwa amepost item on Jumia, alafu by the next week or after a month imekuwa bestseller. So this is data by the that is, it doesn't change much. So utapata, as much as you're giving you data for May, there's not such a big difference compared to April's data, because maybe unless there was a new product that has progressively been able to move its way to the top 1,000, right? But data doesn't change so much, because this is some things that are constantly being purchased on the website more often. So yeah, so it's data for a month, right? And since you've shared information for June, December, in this situation, because that's a longer period of time, chances are, yeah, it might have a difference. December's data might be a little different from June's, because of a longer period of time, there might be newcomers that did well during that period of the months, right? And the data might be different there, yeah. Maybe there might be newcomers in the data that weren't there in June's information. If that was your question, Chanat. And ask, can someone put up a video instead of an image on how to use my product? I'm not understanding how to use my product. What do you mean by using your product? Maybe elaborate further on your question so that you can answer it. Joshua asks, how can someone access the newsfeed form? The newsfeed form, I'll send it to you all on email. I don't know if Christine has your emails. If you can, please leave me your information in the chat section so that I can send you all the form to booking Newsfeed. But Newsfeed, again, all this information is actually sent to you all on email. So we usually send our services on email to you constantly on a weekly or monthly basis. So apart from that, Vendor Hub also has the form. Maybe if Christine can confirm, maybe unless otherwise. But you can find the form on Vendor Hub, and you can also find the form from previous communications sent to you on email. But I'll also share the form again. Also on Facebook, last time I checked, there was a post on Newsfeed, right? Yeah, so I'll send you the form if you want to send in your Newsfeed request. Don't worry. Chanat asks, so all you need for Newsfeed is image and words. Yes, words. Yes, that's what I need. How do you want your ad to look like? I had assumed we need to give in complete banner artwork. Yes, complete banner artwork is exactly what I want you to give me. I want you to give me a banner that shows me, as in, like, what do you want the ad to look like? What do you want to communicate to your customer? Because remember, I told you, don't send me an image of your product for Newsfeed. If I do the same, nikiforward hii image ionekane tu hapo, customer atajua hii ni image ya nini, is it a product, where is it appearing on the ad section, what is the message for this ad, okay? So I don't just need you to send me images, I want you to send me a banner. Exactly, that is the word. A banner that has a message, a tagline on it, offer going on, or maybe subscribe here, or buy one get one free in my shop, or end month offer, or new product alert, things like that. I want you to have a banner of an image of your products that are on offer and the other tagline, and then now the words that you are saying words. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Chinyere Mberu. Yeah, I'll send you all the information. Christine, just send the Newsfeed link to all in this meeting. Yes, I'm sending to all. Mercy, Christine is someone different, Paris. Yeah, but then yes, you will be sent all the information from today's session. Is there any other question, guys? As I just check and see if there's another question from the form. Someone asks, how long does it take to activate my newsfeed feature from the time that I submit my image? That's a good question. Again, all requests are usually handled within 48 hours. And again, it all depends. Did you leave the data or the information did you fill in the form correctly? Again, remember, we always have a hard time to create your ad if you haven't done a good job in submitting the information. If you've left a paragraph of information and yet we only needed you to share 50 characters, we have to now sit down and think which part of this paragraph should we put as a tagline for your message. You see, now that's more work for us. And also the type of images you leave us. Now, if you've not given us a good looking image to be put as an ad, we have to now work on trying to edit it, and that can take more time, right? So to make the work easier and to make your feed be created faster, it's always advised that just follow the instructions. The type of image that you're going to share, or the banner that you're going to share, please let it be 660 by 330 in size, right? And also make sure that the message you want to appear should be 50 characters maximum. Okay, and of course the image that you're going to share should have a tagline in it. Let it look like an ad. Okay, don't just leave image of a product like that. Okay, yeah, so it takes 48 hours. And if you want to see it, you can always go check it out on the newsfeed section on the app. Okay, but we're working to send confirmation message to all every time after you've sent in your request and your ad has been created. We are looking to send a response email to notify you that your ad has been created, so that at least you know that it's there. We're working on that. Lillian asks, I do not have an account manager. Been raising this issue for quite some time now, but no one has helped. Not having one is a bit of a challenge. Imagine having no one to contact from Jumia side, especially when having a problem that needs to be solved immediately. That's a good question, Lillian. So unfortunately, none of us has an account manager. We don't have account management anymore, but except for top key accounts. So all vendors usually communicate via the vendor support team. That's why we have the raise a claim link on Seller Center. So unfortunately, there's no account. We don't have account managers for each and every vendor on Jumia. So if you want to communicate with every question or query, just raise a claim on Seller Center. The vendor support team is always there to assist. That the vendor support team is assisting all the vendors. Actually, most of the vendors on Jumia don't have account managers, unfortunately. So it's not just a you problem. Yeah. So don't feel discriminated. Is there any other question, guys? Candy asks, is the new feed ad promoted on any other platform, e.g. the website, or it's only on the news? I think you wanted to. Yeah, it's Newsfeed is only on the app. Remember, I told you you can't see it on the website or when you're using a computer. You can only see it when you're on your phone, on the Jumia app on the phone. Yeah, so you can only see it on the Newsfeed menu on the Jumia app used on the phone.
Okay, I have a question. So I joined Jumia vendor yesterday.
Okay.
And I have posted about 10 items to 20 yesterday at 11. So nilikuwa nauliza
umepotea kidogo, ati you posted them yesterday?
Nilipost jana saa 5.
Okay.
Na hadi sasa bado hazijakuwa reviewed. Hadi nashindwa kwani itakuwa reviewed mpaka saa ngapi ndo zi approve?
Okay. Since like you said you're a new vendor, maybe you don't know the process. Product creation, after creating products, quality check inafanywa within 24 to 48 hours after it's posted.
Or 48?
Yeah, between 24 to 48 hours. So you'll get an email notification either today or tomorrow. And also, yesterday was a public holiday, so we were not working. So business resumes today. So either today or tomorrow, you'll get a response.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any other question, guys? Okay, so I really hope that the information I've shared with you is helpful, and I hope you don't confuse further. But the point was to just shed light on how market insights works, and what it is even, and also newsfeed. So I hope that yeah, you can be able to use it easier and better in future. I've seen another question from the responses collected while people are booking the class is. How do I grow my sales? So growing your sales can come in so many ways, guys. And like I said, marketing sales is one way. Another way is just doing the basic work. And that's why if you've attended the basic training, one of the things that you're taught is just do the basics. That is, make sure that you have affordable prices. Create product on Jumia, compare yourself with people wanauza on social media ama hata people wanauza on Facebook, on Jumia. Angalia hii product nimepost, look for it and see everyone else selling it. Angalia the prices so that you unajigauge if you're amongst the affordable people. You don't have to be the cheapest, at least be amongst the affordable, because always keep in mind a majority of the people who shop online are young people. Actually, statistic wise, 60% of shoppers on Jumia are young people between the age of 18 to 35 years. And the number one priority is price. Even you guys, mnatafutanga pali, mtapata items at the cheapest price. And that's the concept that the mentality you need to have, right? Affordability, okay? Basic work ingine ni quality, right? As you know, even as an individual, right? Sorry, my battery is about to die. Let me just connect. As you know, as an individual, you always like buying from people or from someone who other people have left good reviews or comments about, right? No one will want to go to a barber shop or a salon enye watu wamecomplain hata nifanyangi service poor ama that shop doesn't sell or that supermarket doesn't do a good job in or doesn't sell quality products, right? So it's always important that you always source your products from genuine suppliers so that you end up getting quality items, because kitu inaumiza watu that people forget to understand is that things are working like the way they work on Amazon and Alibaba, right? If you ever shopped on Amazon or Alibaba or Shein, or there's so many platforms, um, decision or based a customer's decision will be based strongly on what other people said, right? I'm a very big avid shopper, and I always say this in all my classes. And one of the ways I learned to shop online so that I don't get hurt is I need to look. Yes, the vendor anaweza post an attractive image, very good description. Like I want to see the truth on customer reviews. Customer reviews always tell you the truth. If people liked your product, utaona match good ratings. If people didn't like your product, they'll even take time to post images. And that's where Jumia is heading, by the way. If you ever shopped on Amazon, actually on AliExpress and Alibaba and a lot of other Chinese marketplaces, you'll see at the bottom of any product, customer reviews, customers pia wanaweza attach images of the product they bought. Kuonyesha if the quality is good on them or not. They can give such descriptive reviews, and that can hurt you, can grow you as a vendor, because if a customer will ever come and buy you from your product from you and they find that you have a lot of negative reviews, what will happen, right? You'll just your sales, right? So quality is actually key. And then the last thing is make sure that you're reliable. Show your customers that you're reliable. Usikuwa ule mtu customer ameorder kitu ndo una cancel, unasema stock ilishaisha. If you knew stock haiko, ulikuwa unafaa kuzima, right? So avoid canceling your orders. Update your stock on a regular basis, especially kama unajua Jumia is not the only place you're selling your products. It's always important. Learn to update your stock regularly, right? Kama uko na orders za Facebook, uko na orders za website yako, uko na orders maybe for the physical shop na uko na orders za Jumia, a simple trick is ukipatanga stock ama ukipatanga consignment, separate them kwa duka. Unasema ini stock itauzwa on Facebook, ini stock itauzwa on Jumia, so that you don't mix up things and you don't get caught off guard by orders that you receive on Jumia. So just try and avoid canceling orders by updating your stock on time, right? Yeah. And have a variety. That's the last tip. Have a variety of products, right? learn what is relevant, but these seasons will never fail you. Seasons actually do really well, where you find customers shop based on season. For example, it's the cold season, people are looking for sweaters, jackets, gumboots, umbrellas, right? You can always sell based on season. Christmas time, we've seen how people really want to buy Christmas tree decorations, Christmas trees themselves, right? So seasons can also work to help you find product that you can add to your shop, or you can follow trends. Hey, trends is a very big deal, by the way. You find that the latest trend, I really don't know what the latest trend is in fashion right now, but you find that that's what everyone is going to buy, right? They become any denim jackets. That's what all the kids want to buy at the moment. So you go and source for denim jackets. So always follow trends, follow seasons. Keep your ears in the streets. Okay, sikia what people are talking about, angalia nini watu wanapenda kununua, because that can help you as well. Relevance of products is important. Grow your business, because ukikuja tu Jumia na unauza product mbili na at the end of the year bado kuna hiyo product mbili, to be honest, we have seen how vendors have stayed years on Jumia and they've never sold. Months, weeks, right? Which is not so bad. Months is bad, right? So if you don't want your account to be idle or dormant, every day or every month, every week or every month, at least find something new to create or add on your shop, right? And for you to find relevant products, marketing sets is one of the ways, right? What are the top selling items on Junior? What are the top viewed items? Or also follow trends and seasons, right? So there's so many ways you can grow a business, right? On the website to grow your sales. I never like jumping into telling people how to grow your sales is spend money. No, because I've seen how people jump onto spending money in paying for ads and marketing, and the groundwork kwa duka yao is not stable, right? Ukifanya ad alafu na bei ya the product una advertise ni expensive, see your money will go to waste, because people look at your ad and then they'll wonder, you're taking time to let us know that you have a product in your shop that is more expensive than what you can find elsewhere, right? You understand the concept that I'm trying to build here? Yeah, so before you invest in spending money on marketing, please make sure that you do the groundwork of having a wide variety, having affordable prices, and selling genuine products. Honestly, that will take you a long way. Okay? Yeah. If there's no other question, I think I'll end the session here. Unless Christine has any last words to share with you. Christine, if you're still there.
No, no more questions to add from me or any other additions. So if you have no further questions, I think we can break from our training. And I hope you guys got the answers that you needed for Newsfeed and Market Insights. So if no other questions, thank you for joining our session and have a good day today.
I have a question.
Okay.
So nilikuwa nauliza hivi.
Okay.
So like mimi nimejoin jana, si ndio? So kama umepost products si ndio?
Yes.
So nikipost products, tuseme labda product fulani nimeenda kuangalia kwa duka napata iko out of stock hivi, naweza fanya vipi yani? Ama nikiconfirm kwa msao shop namuuliza hiyo product iko, aniambie labda hayuko, nafai kufanya vipi?
Christina will answer that. So I think the best way is for you to attend training kesho. Kesho kuna training ya basic. All the questions unaniuliza actually ni questions they will be answered in the basic training. Have you attended basic training?
No.
Huh?
No.
Yes, so just attend basic training because hizo ni swali zote unafunzwa in the basic class as you start selling. You're taught how to handle ukipata order and all that. Ndio ujue kujipanga vizuri. Yeah, so it's tomorrow. I'm sure you got an invite. It's tomorrow morning. Yes.
Can we get a recording for this training?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. With Christine's help, if I have your emails, you'll get the recording. That's why I want to confirm first that your emails are here. Did you, Christine? Do they leave their emails? Ama, you have their emails already?
It's going to be on YouTube.
Oh, it's going to be on YouTube. Ah, okay.
Yes.
So it will be posted on YouTube.
You'll send the
What's
link?
What's the YouTube, whatever, Amma, you can just share the YouTube channel link up so that they know they have it. Okay, so Christine will leave the link up for messages so that to the YouTube page so that you can be able to watch this. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you guys for joining me today. I really hope that nimewasaidia in any way. If you've not attended basic training, by the way, you can join us tomorrow. It will be at 11, at 11 till 1 in the morning. Okay. Yeah, so Christine has left the link to the YouTube page, so just click on it and just go watch this recording. Okay, so thank you.
So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.